Welcome to Heartfelt with Joolie Majarrison, a space for honest stories, tender truths, and soul-deep conversations. I'm your host, Joolie Majarrison, and here we explore the questions that stir something real in us. Questions about joy, fear, healing, and the moments that shape who we are. Each episode is an invitation to slow down, go deeper, and hear the kind of stories that remind us we're not alone in this human experience. So wherever you are right now, thank you for being here. Let's begin. Hello, I am so excited today to have Joolie. Joolie has been very much in my life, as in I've been watching what she does as an observer, and I'm just so excited to have her here for this episode with Heartfelt with Joolie Majarrison podcast. And I'm going to read a little bit about what Joolie does. So Joolie is an artist, and I was at the gallery a few weeks ago, and I was seeing Joolie's amazingness, and I shared it on social media. So she's so clever. Anyway, let me get back to what I'm meant to be doing. Joolie is a Queensland artist living and working in Gympie, Cabby country. Although born in Maryborough and raised mostly in Hervey Bay, Butchella country, from making the models of TikTok, What's Under the Clock Today for Play School New Zealand, tombstone art, graphic design, paste-up artist, tutor, set design, community artist, a desktop publisher, paper making and basket making, to the director of Gympie Regional Gallery for 23 years. She brings a wealth of experience from career spanning over 40 years in arts-related industries, completing her Masters of Art in Fine Art, MAVA, at the Queensland College of Art, Brisbane in 2013. Connected her once again with her art practice, taking it in new directions, which she's keenly discovering again since leaving her fully paid workforce mid-COVID. So welcome, Joolie.
Welcome, Joolie. Joolie to Joolie.
I know, we have different spellings. Joolie is Joolie. Yes.
Illegally.
Pardon?
Illegally.
Illegally.
My
Oh.
mother never recognised it.
Oh, okay.
One of those things I did at 15 to show my independence and that I was an artist. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. So you changed your name.
No, I never changed it. No, I just use it.
You just use it. Oh, very good.
Yep.
All good. All good
Yep.
about being yourself and embracing your
Just
power. That's
wanting
great.
to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I get into the questions, Joolie, is there anything that you'd like to share before? Like, what's this about TikTok what's under the clock today, Play School? That's pretty
Oh,
amazing.
that was my very first interesting paid job. I did my first year of art college in George Street in Brisbane with the College of Art, and for the second and third years I went with a girlfriend. I actually told her I was going back with her to New Zealand, and we both went to the art college together. So I did the second and third year in Dunedin, and at the end of that year, Kerry, my friend, got a job with the TV1, and I came back to Brisbane for a holiday, and she said, oh, they need another model maker. She said, you should apply. So I applied. So for the next 12, 14 months or so, I was a model maker for Play School in New Zealand. So
Wow.
it's the same template as what they use in Australia and in England, everywhere. They just have different toys. Like we had Manu, Manu, I think, and Jemima, and I can't remember now. It's a long time ago, but it's very similar. So what we would do as model makers is go be in the studio one week making the things that go under the clock or all of the art activities that the presenters had to do, and then the next week we would spend in the studio where they would do 5 takes of the show, and the 5th one went to air. So you had to be there to do all of the work for the presenters when they had to draw something or whatever. You had to be there to help them out. So it was quite exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So that was New Zealand. So you had to go to New Zealand to do that?
No. It's just I was living in New Zealand because I was going to art college. I was just wanting to fulfill a wish, when you say, I want to travel here, I want to travel there. One day I'll go to New Zealand, and before you know it, you're in New Zealand.
Yeah,
Yes.
wow.
So,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
mm.
Thank you for sharing that. What brings you joy, Julie? I'm pretty sure that it has something to do with art.
Well, I'm sitting in my joyful place at the moment in my studio. I've got to have a studio. Everywhere I've lived, I've had a studio, even if it takes up 3/4 of my bedroom. In this house, we've been here for 32 years, I think, and I've got my studio downstairs, and it just keeps expanding. But it's good. So it brings me joy. As soon as I come into this space, as soon as I walk through the door, I know this is where I am, I'm home. And even if I'm not doing anything or if I'm just tidying up something, it's my place of joy.
Yeah,
Mm.
lovely, lovely.
I'm sure other people have similar feelings and places that they have for their joy.
Yeah, that's right. What fear do
Mm.
you have that you're aware of that's holding you back?
Ah, well, I think most artists have this fear. You have a fear of being an imposter, that you're not good enough, that what you're doing isn't right or accepted or liked by other people. And it can be crushing for an artist, I think, to dwell on that, because it's something that goes through every time I do a piece of artwork. I go, oh gosh, is this hitting the mark? Is this getting somewhere? Do people like this? Even my exhibition in at the gallery at the moment, it's like, oh, have I hit the mark here? Is this right? Is this wrong? Have I gone too far one way, not enough the other? Until in the end, you just have to tell yourself, you've done it. You've done it. And you've done it your way. So, yeah, crush that fear. Crush that
Yeah.
fear. It
Yeah.
has taken a long time to get to that level, though, of, not worrying about what other people think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you mind talking about a little bit about what is at the exhibition at the moment? It finishes what on the 24th of January.
Saturday, 24th, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So it'll already be finished when this goes to air. But I just I was just so inspired by it. So you were telling me about the process and yeah, would you like to
Mm.
paint the picture the best you can about
Well,
it?
it's a 3 artist exhibition. One artist from Bundaberg, Shelley Bazzani, one from Scenic Rim, Bronwyn Davis, and myself. We all came from a similar background and we're at a similar stage in our life. And I said, well, maybe we should have an exhibition together. And we worked on that. We started about 4 years ago. It's been a long process. We actually didn't start the artwork until about 2 years ago. But went through various stages. The first name of the exhibition was If Trees Could Talk. And I thought that was a phrase that's been tossed around a lot by a lot of people. So we had to think of something different. And we were all talking about stories of trees, our own connection to stories of trees. And so we changed it to The Whisper in the Leaves. The trees are telling the stories. So my part of The Whisper in the Leaves is to do with the Kulula National Park in reality. And the trees that I have chosen as my icons, there's only 5 of them. There are many, many more, but I only chose 5, I think, for this exhibition. And I've made with handmade paper 3 meter by 1 meter screens, drops of each tree. And the paper is made from things that grow on my property, or, well, yes, most of them do grow on my property. Things like banana pulp, sisal pulp, and Rhodes grass. Now, these are 3 introduced species that have been brought into Australia somehow or other before they got here by people on boats and whatever. They have a significance. The bananas have a significance for the effect that part of it had on the Cooloola National Park. There was in 1930s, 33, I think, they grew a experimental banana plantation right on the road going out to Baimean picnic area out there, and it only lasted for 2 years, maybe 3 years, and they'd knocked down all of these trees to clear it for bananas, and the depression came, and what else happened, maybe disease, and so they replanted it with something else. I haven't found this spot yet. I'm still looking. I want to find it. And things like Rhodes grass that they introduced over here because the Wallam grasses had no nutrients for their cattle or their bullocks. So they introduced things like Rhodes grass, paspalum grass, and whatever. So I needed to use that. And sisal apparently was growing up at Bullock Head, and that's from South America. And you make string out of it. You can buy sisal string at Bunnings for $4 a roll, whatever. But I've got it growing on my property because I use it for paper making and sometimes just for thread. And it's quite invasive. My partner hates it, so he would like to get rid of it. But that's what I've used for that. And then I've read a lot of the history. I've talked to woodmen, historians, timber getters, cutters, and park ranger and an ex-park ranger. I've gone into a whole lot of history with this exhibition. Went into little deep rabbit holes. And the chopping down of the trees, although, it's happened and there's nothing we can do about it today, but we can stop it happening, I guess, or, help the environment so this doesn't have to happen. They don't have to chop down these big old trees. So 2 of the works in the exhibition are actually drawings on paper, 2-metre wide pieces. Each one is 2 metres wide. And that's a longer process. So, yes, maybe it's not a longer process, but that was a process of drawing and using my own inks to make the colour in the background. But I could talk for ages on this one.
You could talk. It's like, wow.
Yep.
It was,
yep.
But it's simply amazing. Now, once this actually closes down in Gympie.
Not wine.
I was like, what are you drinking, Joolie? And what is it? It's a tea.
It's a rosella tea and soda.
Rosella tea and soda water or something. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Once this exhibition is finished, what actually happens? Do you take it to other places or?
Well, we are working on that. The 3 artists, we're working on touring the exhibition around Queensland, and we've already got 1, 2, 3 galleries it will be going to between now and 28. So we'll probably take it to other galleries as well. So, that's one of them is I also sourcing funding or ending up doing it ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
And so then it gets rolled up and put back in the studio.
Yeah, I feel like it needs so many people get so much joy out of it. So if you are interested, follow Joolie, and her links are below on her Facebook or on the website, and just see it. She might come to your hometown, which it's just.
Well, I think at the moment it's Bundaberg, Cairns, and Miles.
Oh, lovely! And then it'll evolve even further.
Possibly, hopefully.
Yeah. Have you ever had a life-changing moment that you'd like to share about?
Well, life-changing moments, it has to come back to art, doesn't it? Everything revolves around my art. My family suffer greatly because of it, I think. The position I had at the Gympie Regional Gallery came about through a life-changing moment that at the time I didn't realise how big it was going to be. But I had been doing kids' arts stuff out at Pie Creek Hall for a couple of months or whatever, doing holiday workshops and things. And then I went to a meeting one night, and they'd had several meetings up to this stage. I hadn't been involved, where they were talking about having the new gallery, or it was all of the stages of getting there. Where will we put it? What will happen? And I happened to walk into the council offices to do with this other kids project, and Councillor Riley Annette Riley was standing there, and she was at the meeting, and I just said to her, oh, gee, it would have been good. Would have liked to have been on that committee, but it's all full now. And she looked at me and she said, "No, it's not." And the next day in the mail, I had the minutes to the next meeting, and when I had to turn up, and I couldn't believe it. I went, "What? What?" And so from there on, it just snowballed until I got the job, the first paid job in the gallery, and 23
Yeah.
years later, before I left. And now it has given me so much so much behind me, all the artists I've met, all the art I've seen, all of that. It's just been wonderful. Yeah.
Beautiful. Has there been a moment that you wish you could freeze in time?
That has to come back to family. That has to come back to family. Once you've had a child, you'll know what I mean. It was becoming a parent for the first time. Can make you teary-eyed, thinking about back to that whole moment of as soon as the baby's born and hearing that cry and the euphoria. I don't know if you've got children, Joolie.
Yeah, I do. I have two. Yeah, two grandchildren. Yeah.
Same here. That's the next biggest one, I guess. But it's a whole thing about suddenly your life is not your own anymore, definitely not your own, and you have to think of another person and all of their needs and wants. But that feeling as soon as you've given birth and you have this euphoria, for me, it was like that. For other people, it may not be because they may have had different circumstances with their births. But for me, it was like, this is incredible. This is incredible. You're on such a high and it can last for a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Do you have a trigger that you're aware of and you'd like to share about it?
I'm not sure what that trigger is.
You did mention about being told what to do.
Oh, I'm an Aquarian. Don't tell me what to do. I know it all. Yeah, that's a trigger. There is a trigger, and I guess it carries through in my work life as well and around my family. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to do it. I know what I'm doing. And it just happened to me yesterday. I had to fix up a mistake on a piece of artwork that I'm taking to Ireland in June.
Wow.
Touring to Ireland with this flood exhibition. Anyway, I had to reconsider the artwork because it had, to begin with, had two massive fence posts at the end of this concertina book. It was about 40 centimetres high and it's 11 metres long. And I can't take the fence posts to Ireland because I'd get them over there, but I wouldn't get them back into Queensland. So I've had to take the fence posts, they were glued onto the end of this concertina book. I've had to take them off. And then I had to put something else. So I put these planks, panels on the end, but they were also made of wood. Silly me didn't think. So I had to take the wood off, and I've just taken it off this morning, finished. But my partner yesterday said, I've got a better idea on how you can do that. And he brought down his Japanese saw for me to go, and I went, no, I can. Had to send him off with his Japanese saw. I know what I'm doing. Go away. Well, I was only trying to help. Yeah. So, yeah.
I actually saw that exhibition. That was amazing. Gympie, where Joolie and I both live, is really well known for the Gympie floods. And there was this exhibition which I saw what you did. It was just amazing. And even the thought of you taking that to Ireland is like, how do you logistically even make that happen? But anyway, I'm sure you're the person who will make it happen, Joolie.
Well, I'm not the main driver on this. My friend who was in that exhibition, who had the upstairs floor, Miriam, who is Irish, she is the driver. And at this very moment, her 3-metre wide shadow work that was upstairs and my 9-metre work rolled up with another 9-metre work from 10 years ago on floods rolled up is in 2 tubes on their way to Ireland at this very moment with her as she's heading home for a week or so.
Wow.
Yeah. So, no, there's a huge thing. We've got to battle it with transport and how to get it home. We're not quite sure how to do all this now. It's we'll work it out as we go along.
Yes, one step at a time.
Yes, but to have an exhibition overseas is wonderful. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it, and I've never been to Ireland, so I'm going.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, Ireland's on my list. That's for
Mm.
sure. If a genie could jump out of the bottle and grant you one wish, what would that be?
Well, I don't need anything. I don't need maybe I do need someone to get our artwork home from Ireland.
Yeah, there you are. You need a flight back, a private jet.
Yeah, someone who can pay for it to come back because it's going to cost a lot because we won't be with it because we're coming home before the exhibition's finished. But I actually don't need anything. I don't need to wish for anything. I have everything I need in my life, I think. And I would prefer other people who don't have so much have the wish, not me. So their
Oh,
lives can be enhanced. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm,
that's beautiful. But
I'm quite happy. Mm.
I think that you could have someone put their hand up and go, "It's all right, I'll bring it back on a jet."
Yeah. Hopefully, someone's over in Ireland, two people, so they can take bits of it back each. You know, 'cause it's, yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
excess luggage is a bit.
Let's manifest this, Julie.
I'll put it out there. It's just
Yeah.
like I've done in the past. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Mm.
When was the last time you truly felt seen, and what was it about that moment that stayed with you?
You're going to get bored with me because I'm going to say it's all about artwork.
Well, that's
Um,
you, Julie. It's all,
yeah.
I'm not getting bored. It's beautiful. I'm getting so many tingling feelings. It's just amazing. So I'm not getting
Well,
bored.
I think when you have an exhibition, you feel like you have bared your soul to the audiences looking at it. You finally put yourself out there, and that comes back to that question before about am I good enough? Am I an imposter and everything? And when people accept what you do and come to you and say, that was wonderful, this is good, like you have done, it's that's when you feel like you're being seen. Yeah,
Yeah.
what you're doing has a value in
Yeah. Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
If you could send one message back to your younger self, message but not advice, what would that be?
Oh, gee, I think I was telling you that I don't like advice. I'm not good on the no, you can't do it that way. And I don't think I would listen anyway as a teenager, or my younger self would never listen to advice, and that hasn't changed. Um, it's uh, possibly just go with the flow. It's all out there for you to get and to enjoy. It's I've got tears running down my face here. I don't know whether it's the
Beautiful.
heat or my eyes watering. But yeah, no, that the world is out there. It's like your oyster. Just go and get it. Just do what you have to do. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's advice, actually, isn't
No,
it?
no.
Telling someone not to worry
We'll
about it.
we'll put it in a message. Yeah. We'll put it in the message column. What does healing look like for you right now?
I'm not sure whether it's finding my own pathway now that I am not in the fully paid workforce is possibly the healing thing, realizing that your time is your time and you get to do what you want to spend that time on. And getting back into my artwork is more of a healing time as well because I put it off for well, I mean, I dabbled all the way along, even in my job, but knowing that you can sit for 11 hours in your studio without anyone interrupting you. And because my partner is really good, he's a chef and he cooks 99% of our meals. So I don't have to worry about it. He'll just yell out over the veranda, dinner's ready. And I just go up. Yeah, that doesn't happen all
Oh,
the time, but yeah.
yeah.
So I guess that's a healing time. Healing from what though? I'm not quite sure if I am healing or if
Okay.
I'm actually suffering anything. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. But you just feel like how you're spending your time. Is there
Hmm.
anything other than these exhibitions? Because you said that the tree one was like 4 years in the making. So are you
Mm-hmm.
always working on the next exhibition, or are you, oh, well, I've got this and now we'll make that as an exhibition? How does it
It's
transpire?
true. It's interesting because in 2025, there were times when I was involved in three exhibitions at one time. Not
Wow.
my, not. my exhibitions. They're all mainly joint exhibitions. One of them was the wildflower exhibition that was touring around for 2 years around Queensland. So I was in that one. So it went to, I don't know how many venues, but it was always somewhere. Being in other exhibitions like the Paper Makers, where I'm a member of a group. So it's a group exhibition. This tree one where it's down to 3 people in it. Um, you are always working towards something else. And it's not just doing work for the sake of doing work, unless you want to enter into competitions. That's the other thing. I've got a room full of work in my other inside studio that is just building up and building up. But a lot of that is framed. Half of my work is framed and half of it just goes on walls. Even this work behind me, we were discussing whether it should go to Ireland or not. That's from 10, 12 years ago, from a flood exhibition from back there. So things hang around, might find a reason to go in here and there. But thinking of another exhibition, when we come back from Ireland, we're actually starting work on the next exhibition to happen at the Gympie Regional Gallery in a year, not even a year, 10 months after we get back. So, yes. And then I'm in the Australian Walking Artists group, and they've got an exhibition at the Gympie Regional Gallery in June this year, June, July, and I'm in that, So things just, whether it's the odd piece here and there or whether it's working towards a whole exhibition. Yeah.
Wow.
I like to work on exhibition pieces. I never sell them all, though. As I said, they're mounting up. But, the concept of working towards a theme is a better way of looking at it.
Yeah. So how many exhibitions are at like the Gympie Art Gallery throughout the year? Is it every how
I'm
many
not
months
sure.
or
Probably
no?
every 6 weeks or something they might change them. There's 3 gallery spaces, and whether the exhibition takes over 1 space, 2 spaces, or 3 spaces. It's not often an exhibition will take over 3 spaces. Our flood exhibition did. But I'm not quite sure these days. They're probably about 6 weeks each. I
Okay.
know in the 23 years I was there, we put up over 700 exhibitions. So when I think about that now, I go, did I? And I still don't put up exhibitions right. I'm
Oh,
still learning. Yeah.
yeah, no, I think you do it right. You're just being that hard taskmaster self there.
I'm a very hard taskmaster. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Run a tight
My
ship sometimes.
yeah, I was fortunate enough to actually meet Joolie back when I
Mm.
did my first My Way to Happiness launch, and I did it at the art gallery. And it's like was funny that I actually chose the art gallery. And why it was funny is because I never saw myself as an artist, and I wrote about creativity in my book. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to do it at the art gallery. And it was such a beautiful location. And that's just really opened me up to being able to go to the art gallery. I probably don't go as often as I should. So I'm so pleased that I got to witness Julie's exhibition with the trees. And I was there with one of my support working clients. And it was just so
Who was
beautiful.
an ex-volunteer in the gallery for a long
Yeah,
time. Long
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just so lovely to see the joy that the art gallery brought my client, and to hear Joolie talk about the exhibition and their stories, and it was
Mm.
just so lovely. So I'm going to keep that very close to my heart. It was
And I
wonderful.
remember it because everything was purple.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because
Yes.
I had Yvonne Manga, who actually painted my cover, and
Ah.
she was an amazing artist too, and that's why the purple came out. So, yeah, can you
Mm.
remember Yvonne?
Oh, Yvonne came to my workshop just recently at the
Ah, because I
gallery.
wasn't even sure if she
Yes.
was still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She goes to the
yeah.
gallery for their botanical art every Tuesday afternoon.
Wow, I'll have to try and reach out to her.
Yes, no, Yvonne's still going strong.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd like to share, Julie, before I let you
Well,
get
I
back
could
to
say
your beautiful studio and get on to whatever you're
I'm
working on?
preparing for my next workshop all around me here at the moment. Thank you, Julie, for inviting me to share my life. I do like to talk sometimes, but is always a bit nerve-wracking, and I'm not sure why I'm doing it, but I've done it.
Yeah, I
Mm.
appreciate it. I appreciate you being raw. Tell me about your workshop that you're
Oh,
preparing.
it's one I've done quite a few times now, called All I Want to Do Is Draw, but it's just a drawing work. It starts off as a drawing workshop, and it ends up being the students play with my inks and my masking fluid and get to understand how I do my artwork. And I think that's what they come for rather than the drawing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds great. I'll
And this
have
is the
to.
second one I've done. Yeah. For this
Ah,
for this exhibition. They filled out
oh, okay. It's
yeah.
to do with it's
They
in.
had a waiting list, so they asked me if I'd do another one. So I'm doing another one.
Oh, it
Yeah.
sounds like you were like pulled along to do that. I'm sure you've enjoyed
Well,
it.
I love doing it actually. It's good. I'm becoming really quite comfortable with it. Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to look into it. Are you doing another one throughout the year or
Ah,
you're off
who
to
knows?
Ireland? Who knows?
Who knows? Yes,
Who knows?
who knows what 226 is going to bring, except Ireland.
Ireland. Yeah, so when's the exhibition in Ireland happening?
I think it opens early July or end of June. We go over there sometime after mid-June, and it's on for a month. It comes down about the 3rd of August.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you're there to set it up, but you're not there to bring it down.
No,
No.
unless I can talk somebody into staying longer than our month.
We'll see how we go, hey? This
Yeah.
manifesting, I'll try and put a good word in there for you somehow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, thank you, Julie. Thank you for sharing this moment with us. I hope something in this conversation stayed with you, opened something in you, or simply made you feel seen. If this episode moved you, feel free to share it with someone who might need it too. And if you'd like to continue the journey with us, be sure to subscribe and stay connected. Until next time, take care of your heart and remember your story matters. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.